We're here in our nation's capital, and with me now is Greg Ibach, Undersecretary for Marketing and Regulatory Programs for the United States Department of Agriculture. Thanks for giving us a little bit of your time today.
That's my pleasure. It's a great, wonderful fall morning.
It's beautiful, isn't it? So, Mr. Secretary, you come from a farming background and have a rich heritage in production agriculture. Tell us a little bit about that.
That's correct. I really consider myself a farmer and rancher from rural Nebraska. We live in a small community of about 250 people. My children graduated in a high school class of 16, and we have triplets. One of my sons' granddaughter represents now the 7th generation of our family to be farming and ranching in our community in Sumner, Nebraska. I had the opportunity to serve as Nebraska's Director of Agriculture prior to coming to USDA, and so that was a great background as well for being able to serve in my role here.
We're here at the NCBA office. I know your office is just a little while away, a couple of blocks away. But tell us about the relationship between NCBA and the United States Department of Agriculture and what you look for in that relationship.
So I think one of the key things that I utilize in referencing back to my farm background and my ranching experience is I want to hear from industry. I want to know what farmers and ranchers are thinking. That's part of why I go out on the road as much as I do to travel around the United States. But lots of times those industry organizations are the main conduit for bringing that information to USDA. And NCBA is definitely, when you think of the cattle industry, they're one of the leading voices that USDA reaches out to or expects to hear from as we are trying to design solutions or adapt to market conditions or a COVID crisis, if you will.
Well, and speaking of adapting to market conditions, do you have any specific examples of what NCBA has done to help you and your team during this pandemic?
Well, definitely we have had to think about how we deliver services because, like I said, over half the employees have been coming to work every day because they're frontline employees. But we have lots of programs that we've adapted to having employees work from home and be able to have the technology in place, which luckily we did, that it was almost a seamless transition, and we've continued to deliver all the reports that producers expected, all those market reports, gather data in the marketplace and be able to make it available. And so it's been something that has been a challenge, but we, with the employees' help and our USDA team and the Secretary's leadership, we were able to keep delivering.
That's outstanding. We appreciate all you and the rest of your team do, and appreciate the partnership and the open door policy you have demonstrated to organizations like the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. Thanks for coming today.
Well, it's been a great pleasure and privilege for me to be able to be in this role and work with the industry that I love so much, that I'm part of, and USDA wants to continue to be a vibrant part of a resource that producers across our nation can use.
Well, certainly if you'd like to make your voice heard in our nation's capital, join me as a member of the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. For more information, go to ncba.org.